Student organizations took part in the annual Dance Marathon fundraiser to help raise more than $15,000 for the Driscoll Children's Hospital.
In honor of Sexual Assault Awareness Month, Walk 'Em Out in Her Shoes was once again brought to campus as an opportunity for the men of Tamuk to show their support for women.
The Javelina baseball team had the opportunity to face the Corpus Christi Hooks at Whataburger Field for the very first time. Stay tuned for this and more on this week's episode of the Javelina Broadcast Network.
Hey Javelinas, welcome back to the Javelina Broadcast Network. I'm Melissa Mata.
And I'm Emeri Drewy. Thank you for tuning in today. To get things started, a special celebration was held at the MSUB ballrooms honoring pioneer women of South Texas. Abbey was there to get more.
Hi everyone, we're here today at the INSUB ballrooms for the Mujeres a Través del Tiempo event celebrating the pioneering women's mural by Arnold Gonzalez. What do you hope people take away from the mural when they see it?
Well, exactly that, especially the young ladies. It's a male-dominated society, and we want women to feel that they have the same opportunity. They're tough. If you look today, women today are tough. They're making a difference. Ya no se dejan. I hope that women look at it and say, yeah, who's that? It's Dr. Cleo. He's a doctor. Yeah, who's that? That's Ambassador Armstrong. Really? Yeah. And then that's a writer, Jovita Gonzalez. The writers, the soldaderas from Mexico, they came over. They were tough. And so those are the ones that played a very big role.
And so how does it feel to see this book inspired by your mural?
Oh, let me say, it is I was just talking to Dr. Roberson. It is a great book. And she talks about the soldaderas and how they fought for their country, how they changed their country in Mexico, how they crossed over and continued the revolution from this side, how they inspired the King Ranch and the Kennedy Ranch, because Petra Vela knew more about cattle than the King Ranch people and the Kennedy people. She's the one that taught them about what a cow looks like, see? What a steer looks like. So her family came in a long time ago from Mexico, and she was an inspiration. And then we have people like Jovita Gonzalez, who was a great writer. And so, there's a lot to do for women nowadays, and they shouldn't be allowed to fall between the cracks in history. They need to get up and speak up.
What was it like to create this project?
Well, it was fun and it was a lot of work. It was fun working with the different contributors who wrote the essays, and of course Arnold's always fabulous. But then there's also the hard work of getting it in shape and getting a press that's going to be interested in publishing it. So it's all paid off.
What inspired this project?
The mural did. So Arnold had finished the mural, and a bunch of us were sitting around talking about, well, what should we do to showcase the mural? And I don't know who it was. Somebody said, well, we should do a book. And then somebody said, Susan should edit it because she's the English professor. So that's what happened.
What do you hope people learn when they read the book?
I hope they learn how inspiring these women have been for us as readers, to see their life story, the way they took charge of their lives and said, by gum, I'm going to do this, and had to work with some adversity, particularly earlier on in a patriarchal society that had different ideas for women other than being politicians and doctors and painters and that sort of thing. Yeah. So one of the nice things about biographies is that they can inspire readers. They can see how a life trajectory went, what propelled the person to become the success or interesting person that they are, so that then as a reader you might want to emulate some of the things that the character did.
Dance Marathon was held in the MSUB ballrooms on March 1st and gave participating student organizations a chance to create a change through the Driscoll Children's Hospital. Ronni with more.
I'm here at the MSUB ballrooms for the 6th in-person dance marathon. Student organizations got the opportunity to raise money for Driscoll Children's Hospital and connect with families through the Children's Miracle Network.
So Dance Marathon is a philanthropic movement that is actually 2 semesters long, so all year long, and we are constantly raising money for Driscoll Children's Hospital, and it goes to the families because they actually don't pay any bills or any type of medical expenses if their child is there at Driscoll Children's Hospital.
What made you want to be on that board?
So I was given the opportunity to be a part of the morale committee last year, so I really became more passionate about it, especially as I learned that the Driscoll Children's Hospital is the only children's hospital that does not stop kids from going, regardless of money, in South Texas. So I wanted to give back to the community that gives us to us, especially because Driscoll was a miracle to South Texas, so we should give back to that miracle. My favorite part about my position is not only getting people to register and get people hyped up, it's creating the morale dance and finding my morale committee so that we can kind of spread the energy during the day of and get people pumped up. And when we were learning the dance today, like just seeing people like yell things out and like have fun while they were doing the morale squad just made it really worth it.
You know, it's been such a great experience. Raising John Jay, we always question like, okay, what is he going to be able to do? Where is he going to be able to do stuff? And a college experience is something I've always wanted him to have, and I didn't know how possible it would be, but this comes super close for him to be able to be at a college and experience what it is for y'all to gather as a community and do wonderful things for people that aren't even a part of your little community in the college, but outside your community. And so that shows him a lot, and it shows us a lot too.
And what is your favorite thing about Driscoll Children's Hospital?
That they feel like family. I mean, when I tell you everybody knows his name, we go in there, therapists that have never worked with him are like, hey, John Jay. And sometimes I'm like, who's that? And he was like, oh, I tell them hi in the hallways. And I'm like, okay. But they're all very well versed in his needs. Anytime one of his therapists can't show up, they have somebody almost on deck who's familiar with him, familiar with his case and the things that he needs to do. And they try new things with him. Like right now he's doing a zero gravity to help him learn how to walk again. So they went through a lot of training on that, and they've been doing this with him, and so it's helping him to learn how to walk again. So being a part of Driscoll is just really amazing.
And what's been your favorite part about Dance Marathon here today?
What was our favorite part? The dancing? Or the lip sync battle?
The
dancing? Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to tell us or add?
I just really want to thank everybody for coming together and making this happen and raising the money, because it helps tremendously, you know what I mean, for kids like John Jay, the kids with cancer, everybody in this whole little community at Driscoll, you know what I mean. It really does help the parents, and it gives us like a sense of relief on some level that there's people outside of our community that are trying to help.
Walk a Mile in Her Shoes was once again brought to campus by SGA and Student Health and Wellness to give the men of Javelina Nation a chance to walk a mile in high heels. CJ was there with more.
No means no. No means no. No means no. No means no. No means no.
On April 5th, male students participated in Walk a Mile, an event Student Health and Wellness puts on each year to stop rape, sexual assault, and gender violence. Men walk a mile in her shoes, meaning they hit the boulevard in heels.
You said what?
Ezekiel Sines has participated in the walk before and explained to us why he walks.
My experience, this is my second year I come out. You can feel the experience of walking a mile in her shoes and everything. And why I do this is because I'm a big family person, and I got a mom, a sister, cousins, just everybody, and just friends in general, that they should come together. Like this event right here is a voice for them, even for people that are scared to speak up. They should know like you have someone to turn to. It's gonna be okay. We're here for you.
Jeremiah Aleman and Adrian Lozano, members of Delta Chi who helped coordinate the event with Student Health and Wellness, spoke to attendees after the event.
How can you prepare for something like this? Things happen out of nowhere and you don't know what to do sometimes. That's why you have people to contact. When you're scared, you need to figure out a way to kind of handle your emotions so that you can help other people. We all have moms, we all have grandmothers, and we all have like friends who are female identified. And majority of the time, they're scared to go out at night. That's why we're here to help show support for them, because this is hard, even for them as women and as female people who identify as female.
just think about it as like we're putting ourselves in her shoes. Like that's nothing compared to what like some women, what sometimes even men go through, like sexual harassment, sex and gender violence. This is some serious stuff, and like we're out here putting our stuff, like we're out here together to show that we're not alone. Like we're all here for each other, and like if something's going on, if there's a situation, something happening, there's resources here for us. There's the student health and wellness. There's stuff here for us, and I just want y'all to know that you're not alone, and there's people to talk to always.
This has been Ronni, Reyna, and CJ Cortez reporting for the South Texan.
The student body came together once again for the annual Spring Fling on University Boulevard, where student organizations had the opportunity to raise money and have a good time. I was there to check it out.
Hey y'all, behind me is the start of Spring Fling. Spring Fling is an annual spring event hosted by Campus Activities Board that allows student organizations to engage with the student body. What does the Tamuk community gain from Spring Fling?
I think it's just a chance to get out and connect with the students on campus and really experience the Tamuk and Kingsville community together. It's a really small town, which I think is an advantage when we have an opportunity like this to bring out the community, and they support the student orgs here and get to know us as well.
And how many organizations are in attendance tonight?
About 70 orgs, I think, maybe a little bit more. But I know at least 70 orgs are here today selling food, drinks, items, doing activities. That's what's going on.
And why did your organization decide to participate in Spring Fling?
So the ROTC program decided to participate to help raise funds that'll go to different events and trainings that we'll do, such as going to the range to go shoot or go to the field to do some land navigation, just different stuff like that.
And has tonight been successful for your organization?
Yes, as of right now, we're selling brisket tacos, and out of 4 briskets we've already sold. We already ran out of 3 so far.
And what kind of opportunities does Spring Fling provide for student orgs?
I believe Spring Fling provides just mainly exposure. Just, you can come around here and see all the different organizations that are actually out doing something to promote their own. And as you're buying their, whatever they're selling, you can also learn more about them.
I hope you enjoyed Spring Fling and learning more about the individuals who make it happen. I don't know about you, but I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna go get some food. Until next time.
Thanks, Melissa. And now for sports. A first for Javelina Nation. Exhibition game against minor league team was a great experience. The Javelinas came out to Whataburger Field on April 4th to take on Houston Astros AA affiliated the Corpus Christi Hooks for the first time in school history. At the top of the first inning, the Javelinas showed promise, holding their own with the Hooks. Nick Wolf brings home Dalton Kramer with a line drive up the middle, making the score 1-0. Javelina fans were excited for the opportunities this brings for the Javelina baseball team. It gets them exposure to the community and minor league baseball. They have the people looking at them so they can get into a bigger league, freshman Zenaida Molina said. Javelinas continue to focus on using this ball game to help prepare all their players for upcoming games by rotating pitchers in and out. Catcher Stephen Bona said, "We take positives away from this. We know we are not going to see any better opponents this season in playing against a professional ball club, but our focus is solely on finishing this regular season strong and getting ready for postseason." Though the Javelinas' lead didn't last long, with a home run hit by the Hooks, the game was quickly tied. Being the first exhibition game ever played by the Javelinas against the minor league Corpus Christi Hooks, this was an opportunity for the men to gain experiences on a different level. "We want the guys to be able to enjoy what is such a special experience playing against members of last year's World Series winning organization. From there, it's an opportunity for a lot of players to get more reps against a really talented team as we prepare for the big upcoming series and look to finish our regular season strong," head coach Jason Gonzalez said. Despite the devastating loss against the Corpus Christi Hooks, 1-8, the Javelinas played a great game. Ending the night with 0 errors, the Javelinas prepared to take on Lubbock Christian University and Angelo State University. This is Mariana Soria reporting for the South Texan.
Melissa and I, along with other members of the Javelina Media Experience, had the opportunity to attend the Texas Intercollegiate Press Association Convention in Fort Worth, Texas, where we brought home a record-breaking 39 awards.
We were able to compete in live competitions, build connections at a job fair, and network with other university publications. What was your favorite part, Emeri?
My favorite part was being able to see the different newspapers from all the schools around Texas and just how they paginate their pages and all the variety in the articles that they were working on. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was also really great to see. For more, y'all can check it out on our website at thesouhtexan.com. Thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast. Make sure to tune in next time to stay up to date on all things happening around campus.
Don't forget to pick up the latest issue of the South Texan and be sure to tune in to KHAI 91.1 FM. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe below for more.
Signing off from the Javelina Broadcast Network and keeping you informed on campus news, this is Melissa Mata.
And I am Emeri Drewy. This is a production by the Javelina Media Experience.
A production by students for students.